The problem of evil simply states, if God exists, then there exists an all-powerful, all-benevolent being who would eliminate evil from the world. Therefore, if God existed, then there would be no evil in the world. But there is evil in the world, so God cannot exist. This is a problem for theists because theists believe that God does exist. Yet, the problem of evil is really not a problem at all. When we discuss free will, which is the freedom to decide which actions we make, we can all agree that we as humans have free will. In order to have free will, we need to have options to choose from. Therefore, a theist's solution to the problem of evil is logically necessary for free will to exist. A possible objection to this theist solution is, if evil were necessary for free will, then God couldn't create a world where we are always free to choose the good. But then God wouldn't be omnipotent, which means He is all-powerful, almighty, and supreme. What I would like to make clear is that logically, free will is about making choices where we would face good consequences or bad consequences. We would face good consequences if we choose to make decisions that are viewed as good to this society. And we would face bad consequences if we choose to make decisions that are viewed as bad to this society. Logically, we are always free to choose the good. It's just up to us as humans to make the decision to do good or not to do good. God is still omnipotent whether we choose to do good or bad. Our actions do not determine if God is an all-powerful and all-benevolent being. I think, therefore I am. The argument I think, therefore I am argues that skepticism is false because we have justifiable beliefs that we exist. Since we doubt, therefore we think, and that means we exist. Global skepticism means that we have no knowledge of anything, and knowledge itself is basically an illusion. There is no absolute knowledge of anything. Mundane skepticism means that we have no knowledge of the extra-mental world, no knowledge of anything outside of our own minds or anything physical existing. The argument behind I think, therefore I am refutes global skepticism because we have justified that we know something, that we are thinking things, and we know that we exist. Cogito ergo sum, which means I think, therefore I am, does not refute mundane skepticism because, according to the clarity and distinctness thesis, also known as CDT, one can determine a proposition to be true if it is clear and distinct. But a more practical explanation is that one will believe those propositions if that belief is strongly justified, or one will believe those propositions if the belief is weakly justified. One can believe that the extra-mental world is weakly justified. Therefore, there is no real knowledge of knowing the extra-mental world exists or not. In conclusion, the argument I think, therefore I am does not refute mundane skepticism, which means there is no strong justification that we lack any knowledge of an extra-mental world that may or may not exist. Thank you. This is Maisha Bell.